Hi, my name's Amy. I'm one of the co-founders of Parkinson's Dance Science. I'm joined today by my fellow co-founder Sophia and one of our dancers, Chris. We're working with Parkinson's UK to bring you this bar work for dance that you can enjoy at home. Please make sure that your body is ready to move, and by that I mean that you've completed one of the other warm-up videos. So for example, you could visit our postural alignment video. We want to make sure that your body is safe and ready to move. Please do whatever feels like a good idea for you. The first couple of exercises in this video mostly focuses on our feet and our legs, and that's what I want you to spend most of your time concentrating on. I will add in some arms, but please feel free to ignore those if you prefer to just concentrate on your feet today. Please choose to go at your own pace. If you don't like the pace that I'm going at and you prefer something a bit faster or a bit slower, you'd be really welcome to do that. Just listen to the music and go with what your body wants you to do. Make sure that the space that you're working in is nice and clear of any hazards. Make sure you've got some water close by if you need it. And also, if you're exercising alone, please make sure you've got a mobile phone or something like that you can cool the outside if you need to. These first two dances are going to look at coordination, balance, ankle mobility, and leg strengthening. It's a bit of a cognitive challenge, so if you don't get it the first time, that's absolutely fine. You can always rewind the video and do a little bit more, or you can visit us again on another day. Before we try it with the music, let's just go over a few of the moves that we're going to do in this first exercise. So the first one, we've got a short motif, and we're going to start off with circling one of our ankles. If you can have your feet in parallel position, so that's whether you're seated or standing, so aiming for a number 11 with your feet. So your toes are pointing forwards as much as you can with a nice equal distance between your feet. We're going to start off circling one ankle, and we're going to do that twice. So I'm keeping my toes on the floor for stability. Once we've circled the ankle twice, we're going to do a little flick and down, flick and down. Great. If you'd like to, when you flick, I'm thinking about peeling my foot off of the floor and then re-sticking it back down. So it's heel and then toe, toe and then heel. Let's try that on the other side. So 2 circles and then 2 flicks. Circle, circle, flick and flick. Great. Let's do a couple of those on each leg. Circle, circle, flick and flick. Other side, circle and flick and flick. Okay? Great. Okay, so we're also going to be stretching our legs behind us in this exercise. So there's quite a few of these, so lots to really try and work on our technique. So we're going to stretch one foot behind us. It's much trickier in the chair, but I would like you to get those toes down and get a nice stretch through the underside of the foot. We're working on this stretching behind us to remind us that if we are in a situation where we need to take a step backwards, we lead with the toes. So we're really stretching the toes out behind us. And if you can give me a pointed toe, that would be lovely. Fantastic. Great. Another section I just want to go through is we're going to take one leg at a time. We're going to take it out to the side. You might choose to keep your toes on the floor, or you might choose to test your balance and take your leg slightly off the floor. If you are taking your leg off the floor, it's a much harder workout. So do make sure that you keep that hip down, keep your posture nice and tall, and keep breathing. We're going to close the feet together, and then we're just going to draw a circle on the floor. Fantastic. Let's try that with the other side. So we're going to go out, on or off the floor, and close, and circle. If you are holding onto a chair, just take a look down to check how much space you've got between your feet and the chair so you can avoid clashing. Let's get started. Circle, 2 flicks, changing sides, 2 flicks. Let's do that again. Great. After this one, we're going to stretch the toes behind, whichever leg you want to. Stretch and close. Stretch and close. Good. So remember to keep those toes are the ones leading. And to keep your posture nice and tall. Okay, this is the last one. We're going to take the leg to the side. And circle. Other leg. Side. And close. And circle. And again, each side. Lovely, back to those 2 circles, 2 flicks. So really imagine your feet are wet and you're trying to flick off the drops off your feet. Good, and again, each side. Good, this time we're going to take a step back and close. Lovely, you can get your hips involved in this bit as well if you want to. And if you feel like adding in some arms, we can take the arms out to the side in any way you want to. 2 more. Good, leg lifts to the side. Circle the ankle. Other side. Circle, then flip. Once more on each side. We're going to do some marching in this video. We're trying to get the knees up nice and high, and there's the option of a figure of 8 with the arms. There's a short pedaling sequence, so we're going to take one heel up and then the other one. So we'll just pedal for a moment, and then I'm going to tell you the timing. So it's a bit of a tricky timing on this one. We're going to pedal for 1, 2, 3, down, and pause. Now when we do the pause, we're going to start again on the other leg, so the leg that you've not just done. That's the aim. Whether it happens or not remains to be seen, but that's the aim that we're going for. And if we don't get it right the first time, you can always rewind and try it again. So that was a 1, 2, 3, down, and then we start on the other leg. We're going to do a move that I like to call rainbow toes in this one. So we're going to take our heel forwards as if we were going to take a step, but then we're going to draw a rainbow with our toes. Okay, and then close. There's 8 of those, and we change leg each time. After we've done those 8 rainbow toes, we're going to do some leg swings. We're not worried about how high the leg's going. We're just going for the ease of movement in the hip joint. So do make sure you're holding on. We're going to do 4 swings of the leg. And on the 4th one, we're going to curl it back in. So bending the knee and replacing the foot down. Let's try that on the other side. Keeping the posture nice and tall, making sure that the shoulders stay as still as you can. And sweep it in. Let's give it a go with the music. So let's start off with the marching. Remember, you can add the arms in or not. Let's try that pedaling. 1, 2, 3, down. Start with the other leg. 1, 2, 3, down. The other leg. 1, 2, 3, down. And the other leg. 1, 2, 3, down. We're going to put them both together. 4 marches and then pedals. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a pedal. Start with the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pedal. Let's go again. Make sure you're breathing. Pedal. Great. This is the bit where we're going to do our rainbow toes. We're getting ready to take 1 foot forward, doing it 8 times. Here we go. Four more. You okay? Leg swings. Let's hold on. Sweep it in. Other side. Sweep it in. Good. Let's march. Let's pedal. 1, 2, 3. Down. Start with the other leg. pedal. That was great. Well done, everyone. I'm now going to hand over to my colleague, Sophia, who's going to go through the next exercise.
Okay, the next exercise we're going to be doing is called pliés and sways. So plié is the ballet term for bending. So if you're doing it standing, we're going to be bending through the legs. If you're doing it seated with Amy, she's going to achieve the same physiological effect by lengthening through those muscle groups. What we're really working on in this exercise is the components of strength and control and balance, and then release of movements, hence pliés and sways. So we'd like you to try and see if you can find the difference between the control of the plié and then the release and the freedom of movement with the sway. So we're going to start going through it with just using our legs and some simple arms. Then we'll pause, and I'll add in some arms and some creative elements that you can choose to add in if you want to, or stick to the original version. So let's get ready. So what we want to do to start is bring our feet into first position. So that's heels together and toes gently falling out to the side. If it feels like it's pulling on your knees, please bring your toes in slightly. Pull up strong through your legs and your bottom muscles and try and grow as tall as you can through the crown of your head. So I'm going to start with my hands on my hips. But before we start, let's just gently take our arms overhead and then rest the hands in front if you're using the chair like Chris, and the other side just resting in front. So your body is giving you the control, but the chair is there for your balance if you need it, or if you're standing with me, hold on to your hips, or seated with Amy. So when the music starts, we'll start with our first plié. Down we go, and up. So I want you to try and imagine you're sliding down a glass wall, so your bottom stays tucked in, and up. And then we're going to rise or have a lifted feeling through your chest, up to you. Now this is what's called a grand plié. So we're going as low as you're comfortable with going, and your heels can come off the ground if needs be. And then a gentle rise or a lifted feeling through the chest, and take the legs to second position. So that's heels still in, toes pointing slightly outwards. Open the arms and back to the hip. We're going to reach across the body and open out, and back across the body, opening out. Lovely. Back across the body one more time before we draw a really big circle, bending the knees as you go. Try with the other arm. So across the body and open, and across and open, and across and open. Here comes that big circle, around we go. So standing tall, pliés in second, and up. So slide down that wall behind you, keeping your bottom tucked underneath. Last time, and a rise or a lift, and lower. Here's the big plié. Down we go, as low as you're happy to go, remember? And back up again. A rise, and a lower. Now bring your feet back to the parallel. That's 11, as Amy described. We're going to reach forward and back. And back. Forward. And back. Last time in this direction, before we scoop forward and bring it all back to the middle. Try the other side. Here we go. Breathing as we go. Reach. And back. Last time. And a big scoop forward. Well done. Okay. So standing up tall, take a breath. Okay, what we're going to do now is the same sequence with our feet, but I'm going to add in some arms. So this is where you can really let the movement be driven by the momentum of the arm swing. But feel free to carry on doing what we've just done if you feel more stable. So when the music starts, off we go. So feet in first. So gently down and up. Remembering the slide feeling and gentle with the arms. With the rise, we're going to reach and lower. All the way down this time, if you're happy to go. Heels lifted, pulling up strong through the core. A little rise. And then take those feet out to second. Pulling up strong through the legs. Arms are out ready to do our wraps from side to side. Here we go. We're going one way, across, and back the other. So really allowing the arms to feel heavy, to take the rotation through the body. Here comes the big circle, up, over, down. Lovely. Shifting the weight from leg to leg, if you can. Imagine it pouring from side to side. Here comes the big circle. Lovely. So down for our second pliés, reaching up even though we're going down with the legs. Well done, everybody. Both arms together. And a rise or a lift. The grand plié, here we go. Control with the legs, gently with the arms. Up and open. A rise and a lower. Bring those feet back to parallel. Now this is our reach forward. I'm going to reach to the top and back down. Up and wrap. And up. Try to really wrap around your body. Last time. Big scoop forward with both arms. Transferring the weight. Let's try the other side. And back. Really shifting, letting the arms take the movement. Lovely. Last one. Resting, standing tall, feeling that movement and the freedom from where we've been. That was brilliant. Well done, everyone. We hope you enjoyed that technical aspect of our dance for Parkinson's. And please go and visit the Parkinson's UK website to see some of our other dance sessions if you enjoyed the creative aspects. Remember to go and access activities and perhaps dance classes in your local community. And we hope you enjoy dancing with us. Thank you.